Make the most of your organic gardening experience with the world's first self-growing planter. All you do is add soil, seeds, or plants, and walk away for the rest of the year. Our planters will germinate your seeds and grow your plants. Torpedo Pot's microbial organic growing process is designed to give plants incredible texture, refreshing scent, beautiful colors, and delightful flavors. Torpedo Pot is fully automated and uses over 95% less water to grow a lot more nutritious food. Check out our website, www.torpedopot.com, and order yours today.
Greetings and salutations, family. I'm Dr. Jamille Harrell-Sims, and I'm a proud contributor to the African Diaspora News Network. Please make sure that you share, click like, and click the bell. Also, don't forget to subscribe so that you can be notified every time we upload new content. Today's commentary is regarding knowing what's going on and paying attention to what really matters. First, I would tell you, I cannot stand the word matters because it has been run in the ground for the last year and a half, actually 2-3 years, and I can't stand that, but I digress. I used it. I want to inform you of some information that was sent to me. I get a lot of information sent to from all across the country. I thank you all for sending me the information because some of this information, of course, most of it, I'll be honest, I would not know about. I can't keep up with that and keep up with my daily responsibilities and family. However, some information is really, really serious and it needs to be talked about. And so in the last 24 hours, I was made aware of a couple of assembly bills in the state of California. Now, this is not, please understand, I'm not just talking to California. What I'm about to say to you, it's going to apply to all the diasporans all over the world. But in California, they're called assembly bills. Assembly Bill 455 and 1102. Now, a general put out the call. A general that has been banned put out the call, and a queen, this is where I got it from, a queen took the risk and handled her business and got it out, and it got to me. These are two bills that, what I will say safely is, affects our livelihood and our choice regarding our children. It affects our ability to be semi-free, because if we were truly free, we wouldn't be suffering the way that we are. But it affects our freedom, it affects our children, and it can keep us from going through our day-to-day regimens that we go through. Assembly Bill 455 and 1102. I will ask you to Google it, but I will also tell you, when you Google it, scroll down, because when you first Google it, you're going to see there's something that has nothing to do with, like, why are you upset? But you scroll down, there's another part of it. See, these assembly bills, they come out one way, but then you have to read through the fine print to find out what's hidden within. We don't have time to be playing around with these crate challenges and milk drinking challenge and dance TikTok challenge, all this stupidity that we're constantly involved in and doing because we're bored, because we think it's fun, for whatever reason. It's not getting us anywhere. This general spread out this information, and I have never in my life written, well, I have one time written a senator, and that was Kamala Harris, and that was regarding a Karen bill. I felt, and I still feel, that if someone calls the police on, we do have some bills like this in other states. But if someone wants to utilize the race soldiers as their tool to maintain white supremacy and put us in our place, they should pay the costs. That means if something happens to us as a result of their racism and using the race soldiers to perpetrate that, not only should they be charged, yes, charged. I don't care if it's a misdemeanor. I don't care if it's a county lid, which is 1 year in a county jail, and a fine and restitution. That's what should happen. That is my opinion, that if you're going to do a hate crime by using the very slave patrol that's supposed to protect us, and you did that and something happens, you need to be held accountable. We need to know who called, and they need to be seen in court. But I digress. Anyway, what I'm saying is I did right as a result of the information that I received. I sat down and I wrote 2 of my senators. I was really shocked to find this morning that one of my senators actually answered me. See, when I wrote about the Karen bill, I got no answer, but I had a cousin that wrote to the senator and received a nice thing to put on the wall, and it wasn't about any laws or any change or anything. Mine was about saving lives, and I got no response. I understand why now. It's very clear to me why I didn't get a response. It's a little bit too black, a little bit too, we don't want to make other people uncomfortable. So I did get a response. And here's what I want to say. And I'm shocked that I got a response. And I was informed last night, late last night, because believe me, at 5 o'clock, they don't leave. They're still doing their thing. It did not pass. That's the information I've received. And they were trying to pass this while we are deciding whether to keep our current governor or not. Why am I talking about this? What does this have to do with you and your state? It has to do with you and your state and you and your country, because whatever happens here always, and New York is also, these are the 2 states that whatever happens in these 2 states, it spreads. So whatever happens here and is approved here eventually spreads throughout the country. This is why it's important for you, important for us to stop paying attention to stuff that doesn't matter and pay attention to these assembly bills. Politics is boring, but right now we are at war. And the type of war I'm talking about is not the type of war that some of you go, oh my God, she's talking, oh my God. That's not what I mean. I'm intelligent. I know what I'm saying. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that we can sit here and do nothing like we've been doing. Not all of us, but some of us. We can sit here and we could just let everything play out and end up in the same place that we've been in for umpteen years, or we can do something about it. I'm telling you, this generation right here is producing generals. Every generation that produces generals, they have done everything they could to silence them. This generation has a tool no other generation had, the internet. This generation can reach the whole world, where before, whatever you did was local and might have made it across the country. But this is not the case here. We have to start reading. We have to start looking up things. We have to read. I don't mean just read the first few things, because had I only read the first few sentences, I would have said, oh, this is nothing to worry about. This is nothing. Why is he talking about this? But then I went down further and I saw the exact same bill number, AB 455, AB 1102. I saw those exact same numbers, and I went down further, and that's what he's talking about. Had I not read further, I would have been like, oh man, what are you talking about, bro? You've been so right all this time. But because I respect this general, because I know this general doesn't talk out the side of his neck, because I respect this brother's teachings, I paid attention. There's very few people, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a follower. I never have been. I never follow rules. I'm a rebel. That's who I am. If you tell me to go right, I go left. I mean, that's always been who I am. So if I actually listen to you, it's because I respect what you have to say. If I listen to you and I act based on what you said, you better believe I have looked at what you said to verify it before I put my foot in my mouth. I don't have all the answers, and this is not my lane. But what is my lane is the Black family, and this affects the Black family. Anything that affects the Black family is my lane. So what I'm saying to you, we have to pay attention to these bills that they're not telling us about, this legislation, all these things that they're cooking up, creating that we know nothing about until it hits. We have to be prepared. That means you're going to have to look at Al Jazeera. You're going to have to probably look at the news in another country. Listen, brothers and sisters in the diaspora, you can't believe what the American media says. We have the ability to share information. If it's legal in your country to share it, please do. UK, I get a lot of information from the UK. And we figure, oh, it's the UK, has nothing to do with us. Yes, it does. Because the European powers, the United States, that's all Mzungu land. They created it. They are in charge of it. So they might tell us something here and tell us something else, different somewhere else. When I was in Tanzania, there were some things going on in the United States that I heard in Tanzania. And then when I came back and asked about them, they were like, well, who told you that? We were told this. I said, well, I heard something different. Well, we weren't told that. I said, well, that's what I heard in Tanzania. They didn't filter it. So it's important for us to pay attention. The left wing, the right wing, you know how to finish that. I don't trust either side. When are we going to be at a place where we have no loyalty to a party, but loyalty to us as a people? When are we going to do that? Ice Cube tried to go and talk to both sides and see what he could get. And some of y'all jumped on him like he was a dirty rag. Because you had no understanding that regardless of who you like or dislike, somebody's got to give us some tangibles. Now we have zero tangibles. Zero. The Asian community have a hate crime, and I just heard Uncle Phil talk about the statistics of those hate crimes, and I believe I did one talking about that too. 300-400 hate crimes against Asians versus 2,000-3,000 hate crimes against us per year. And this situation just started happening for them in the last year and a half. We've been going through this every year, every single year since the inception of this country. And we can't get a bill. We have gotten nothing. So what do now? You pay attention. You pay attention. You find out who knows something. You research it. You write those people. You scared? You scared to write them? That's what you pay taxes for. You're paying their salary. They're supposed to work for you. You write them. See, me, I filed complaints. I filed complaints against the race soldiers. I've done it twice while I was in their yard. While I was in the car with them, I filed complaints. Why? Because at the end of the day, I'm a human being. I'm a Black woman. Regardless, I don't care how you look at it. I don't care what your affiliation is. I don't care who you sleep with, how you sleep. I don't care how much money you make or don't make. At the end of the day, what enters that room is what they see. And I'm a Black woman. I'm married to a Black man, and I have Black kids and Black grandchildren. And how dare me ignore what could hurt them? You have an obligation to protect your family, and that means you need to know what's going on before it happens. Don't wait until, like some of these movies, the horn goes and you run into the store to get food and there ain't nothing on the shelves. You better pay attention, people. You better pay attention. So if I'm a little too deep and a little too passionate today, it's because this is not a game. It's not a game, family. Pay attention. When you see something and it doesn't sound right to you, read the fine print. And if it's something we need to be concerned about, use that internet. Use that phone and get that information out. Write your senators. That's what all the other groups do. Look, I told you I hang out with other people. That's what they do. When they want something done, they flood them with emails and phone calls. Emails and phone calls. Find out what's going on in your state before it hits the newspapers, because I guarantee you by the time it hits, it might be a little too late. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please be well, please be safe, and shalom. May the Most High bless you.
Are you looking for quality education for Black children, but just don't know where to turn? No problem. We got you. At Aquarius School for Kids, we believe that our children are our most valuable investment. At Aquarius School for Kids, we create, develop, and provide educational products that put our African history, legacy, and culture at the forefront of our children's learning experience. So where do you begin? Well, our book, Before I Let You Go, I'm going to Teach You Myself, 7 Tips for Bringing Out the Reader in Your Black Child, is a great place to start. Then, get the companion handwriting practice workbook for your child's letter and sound recognition needs. Purchase both online and save. Need a little bit more? Then our African-centered kindergarten curriculum is for you. Go to www.aquariusschoolforkids.com to find out more. Yes, we got you. Aquarius School for Kids, an oasis of early learning with the African child in mind.
Hello, everyone. Please make sure you subscribe to the African Diaspora News Channel app on these platforms.